Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Devcom 2025, that's a magical time when gaming's biggest names crawl out of their bunkers, polish their buzzwords, and pretend they're shaping the future instead of shinier loot boxes. This year's circus stars: Xbox, Krafton, who brought us PUBG, Xsolar, the company you've never heard of but somehow pay every month, and PlayStation, all wrangled by EPAM's Vitaly Vashchuk, whose job I think is basically to make AI sound less Skynet-ish. And here they all are to discuss Agentic AI. A phrase that sounds like something a Bond villain would shout just before merging with the cloud. But before we dive in, let's unbullshit the term into actual English. You see, traditional AI in games is a glorified to-do list. It's the sort of intelligence that couldn't reason its way out of a paper bag. For example, if NPC have less than 50%, then drink potion. And what that mildly cretinous impression of Stephen Hawking wished to convey is that there is no thought, no context, just blind obedience to rigid commandments set by a sleep-deprived designer having written them at 3 AM while crying into a can of Monster. Now, Agentic AI is what happens when someone looks at that and says, what if the NPC stopped acting like a permissive twat? Instead of rules, it gets goals. Its main goal might be survive the fight and eliminate the player. It watches what's happening, the player's bleeding out, allies are approaching, cover is nearby and thinks, if I charge I'll die faster than tutorial boss on horse in Elden Ring. Shit, better run behind cover, chug a flask and wait for the idiot to sod off. So rather than being a puppet, the enemy becomes a little digital mercenary with a plan, a personality and a truly concerning ability to make you look like a bit of a shit player. And so, enter our stalwart panel of industry titans sitting on stage like the corporate Avengers. EPAM's Vitaly kicked things off by asking the most dangerous question in tech: what does Agentic AI truly mean for the gaming industry? Cue the collective sound of their PR departments praying their execs don't go off script. One of the first points of agreement was that AI isn't here to replace people, just to unlock their potential, which in corporate dialect usually translates to do the same job faster, cheaper, and with less coffee breaks. Thomas Cove from Krafton put it like this, and I'm paraphrasing: AI won't replace developers, it'll make them better developers. Which sounds noble until you realise that's what every boss says right before handing you a productivity tool that quietly does your job better than you ever could. He went on to explain, we'll use AI to make development faster. What once took 4 years might now take 1. Ah yes, the dream. Crank out masterpieces like their microwave dinners and hope no one notices the taste. Next up was the part where everyone collectively agreed that game worlds are about to truly come alive, which sounds wonderful until you realise that means NPCs will soon be more emotionally stable and self-aware than most players. Moinadin of Xsolar then jumped in with gusto. Today, NPCs are scripted, but tomorrow they'll be much more emergent, he said. They'll adapt dynamically based on the game, the user, and the experience. To translate, NPCs that don't just follow a script, they watch you, learn from you, and adjust accordingly. Imagine it, games that evolve with you, and also the first step towards digital characters realizing they deserve better than serving you side quests and repeating the same dialogue. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Oh, it's you again. It's you again. Oh, fuck off. Then Hyang Jung from Xbox took the mic to talk about Agentic AI as your in-game helper, an NPC that gives you tips without breaking immersion. Basically, Clippy Gods reincarnated as Cortana with better timing. She goes on to explain, having Agentic AI that supports players without distracting them is key. Everyone has those moments where they get stuck and turn to Google or YouTube. AI can step in and help players get back on track right away. In other words, your game's about to come with its own built-in Let's Play player, one that doesn't scream over cutscenes or tell you to smash that like button. Sounds great in theory. Instead of pausing to Google how to beat the swamp boss, your AI companion will whisper, "Try using frost damage, you muppet." It's the future of accessibility, or the end of discovery. depending on how much pride you take in figuring things out before AI does the job for you. Of course, every shiny new revolution comes with a few potholes. Top of the list, cost. Because as it turns out, running real-time AI models isn't cheap unless you consider financial ruin a viable business strategy. And Thomas Coe didn't mince his words. The cost is ridiculous at this point. Unless the cost of GPUs or LLMs, large language models, comes down, it's not possible unless games are priced at $1,000 each, which simply won't happen. So there you have it. We can have smarter worlds, emergent NPCs, and emotionally supportive AIs, just as soon as someone figures out how to convince us gamers that games costing hundreds of dollars is what comes with innovation. Then Moin Moinadin jumped back in, pointing out that studios are already experimenting with AI behind closed doors. But no one's shouting about it, probably because no one's entirely sure who owns what the AI makes. And until the lawyers stop sweating and someone drafts the "thou shalt not steal thy neural network" clause, studios will keep their AI tinkering under the table, right next to the unpaid interns and discarded NFTs. Luis Villegas wrapped it up with the big dream moment. Tomorrow, the game you play will be your game. Nobody else will have the same experience. Now that sounds just like what we're all ready for. So long as it doesn't boil down to every player-shaped world having different dialogue options that all lead to the same explosion. A world that bends to you, learns from you, reacts to you. Games that feel as if we can be the hero on our own terms, or depending on how things go, reminded me of my terrible safe-scumming habits.
Sure, we cheated to get here, but you could argue that makes our victory more legitimate.
So yes, Agentic AI might be the biggest game changer since 3D graphics, or the moment we officially hand our controllers over and let the NPCs take pity on us. Either way, it's the future, and I for one will definitely go wow when I see a companion teabagging an enemy they learned from me. This has been the Pixel Patriarch. Thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, look at you, defying the algorithm like some sort of digital rebel. I like it. If you liked what you heard, do the old YouTube hokey cokey. Click subscribe, hit the bell, sacrifice a goat, or whatever it takes. I promise, if you subscribe, I'll probably buy you a pint in your honor. And if you're still on the fence, picture this. I walk into a pub, order 2 pints. Bartender looks at me like I've lost the plot. I say, no, this one's for Dave. He watched my video and didn't subscribe. Bartender says, right, and where's Dave? And I say, on the internet, Steve. Lost in the internet void, Steve. Then I drink both pints, cry a bit, and make another video. So save me the emotional damage, hit subscribe, and cheers to you.